Yo, this is Corey.
What's up, it's Jahi.
And this is Jordan, and you're now
Tapped in to Fatherhood Forward. What is up, everybody?
Yo.
What's
going
going on?
What's poppin', fellas?
We are here for the second installment of what we now call Fatherhood Forward Dad Stories.
Yes, sir.
And today we have a close friend of mine, supporter of the podcast, watch dealer, sports betting profiteer, whatever you want to call it. And a great father, I must say. My brother Jayvaun Young. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, what's going on? Honored to be here with you guys, share my story. Just want to say I love y'all platform. I love what y'all doing, what y'all building here. And, this is special. So thanks again for having me.
Yep.
Yo, you are very welcome. So, man, all right, before we normally get into the swing of things, obviously we have our check-in, and what we call our weather report. Jay, if you haven't been hip, our weather report is pretty much, we associate our mood, whatever we're going through, with some kind of weather conditions. So for me, things are pretty sunny right now, and it's probably about 72, light breeze, no clouds. You understand? That's the best way to describe it. Like, I'm doing fine. I'm taking care of what I need to take care of, and things is looking bright so far, right?
I'd love to hear that, brother.
That's what's up.
So go ahead, Jay. Oh, my fault, George. Yeah, you can go.
There you go.
I say it's about 80 degrees here. Sunny day. It's getting a little hot.
That's great weather.
Yeah.
That's awesome weather. That's that Texas weather.
That's that Texas sun, yeah. When you're out in the sun, it hit a little different than up there. It'll burn you. It'll burn your skin a little bit. So I'm walking in the sun. My business is off the ground, so the heat is on a little bit, but it ain't too hot because we all good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I love that, man.
Yeah, for sure. What you got, Jordan?
I'm kind of the same way, man. We started off this week with new beginnings, a fresh start.
That's
As
right.
y'all can see, I don't have the locks no more. And I just feel like a lot more positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was necessary for me to do that, to start over in the path of life I'm trying to take. So, yeah, man, I'm feeling real good, real positive.
Oh, that's what's up, dog.
That's what's up, man.
And
Sometimes
might I
you gotta
say,
break it down,
Sometimes you gotta break it down, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard that, and I must say, I'm honored. I'm honored to be able to do that for you, Jordan. Nobody knows I'm Jordan's barber. If he wasn't trying to get his waves better than mine, he might have showed off his cut. But yeah, thank you for allowing me to do that for you. But today we're here to share a conversation with Jayvaun, me and Jordan, and we kind of just gonna go right into it. So Jay, you can share where your fatherhood journey started. Yeah, go ahead.
So my oldest son, I have two kids, right? So my oldest, Bryson, he's 5. And I have Sydney, she'll be 2 in May. So I got my boy. He's finished, by the way. And so started. So after college, we moved to Virginia, straight out of college. And so we were there.
Man, shout out your college. You can't go just straight past that. Come on,
The
man.
illustrious Delaware State University.
Go State. Yeah.
Yeah, and our football team about to be making some noise. We got Deshaun.
Hopefully.
So
hopefully,
prayerfully. Well, yeah, man. Right after school, we moved out. Moved to Virginia to get our career started. My wife is a nurse, and I'm in IT. So we was out there doing our thing for a while, and about a year and a half in, we was like, hey, you want to have kids? And she was like, I mean, not right, it's cool. And I was like, I'm cool with it. She was like, if it happens, it happens. Boom, pregnant. So
It happens.
it happened. So it was like as soon as we put that energy in the air, when we had Bryson. So 2019, right before the pandemic, a couple months before the pandemic started. So he was like, what, 5 months when the world shut down, basically. Uh, it was hard. It was cool, but it was hard, family was only 2 hours away. So we kind of made it work. Whenever we needed to see each other, needed something, we was like right down the road. But for the most part, it was just us in the house for the first like year and a half of his life. And so we actually ended up moving to Texas in 2020. So yeah, so we went from 2 hours away to 25 hours away.
So what made you want to move? What made y'all want to move to Virginia first off?
I didn't want to live in Delaware no more. Be honest,
I feel
the
that.
I had to get out, and I just knew there was much more for me elsewhere. I didn't know where it was going to be, but I got one job offer in college, and it was for Freddie Mac, and their office is in right outside of DC. So I was like, hey, it's meant to be. Let's do it. Let's go. And
Yeah,
so
yeah, I feel that.
we was out. But yeah, and then in 2020, they built an office out here in another city out here called Plano. And so they offered a move package. They was like, hey, if anybody wants to move to our new office, we'll pay your down payment. We'll move all your stuff, move your cars. We'll move everything for you for like an extra 3 years of work guaranteed. And I was like, babe,
Yeah,
this is
that
like,
sounds
listen,
like a no-brainer, man.
yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we was looking at houses out there. It was like $600,000 for a townhouse outside of DC. Not even like in the city. We looked out here. We got big McMansions for 300K, and it was like, babe,
Yeah,
like what are we doing? We want to stay here and be in this little townhouse and pay double, or do we want to move across the country from all of the people we ever met and known and get our dream house? And so after some massaging and convincing, we moved. But it's like the opportunity was like a no brainer. It was like, for me, it was like, we got to do it. Like there's no opportunities like that don't come often. And so when you're presented with it, it may be scary. It was scary, but it was
Right.
like, you got to kind of take it. So that's how we ended up
Dang.
here. Yeah. It was like, we got this nice house, you know what I'm saying? And then the housing market went crazy, like right after we got here. It was, it was just God, bro. You know, I can't
Perfect
even
timing.
sum
So
it up.
what?
Yeah,
That was 2020 when y'all moved there.
that was 2020. Yeah,
Damn. Okay. So were y'all
middle of the
married?
pandemic.
Were y'all married before y'all had Bryce or Bryson? I'm sorry.
Bryson. So we were planning a wedding because remember I proposed to her at graduation.
Oh right. Well,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
graduate
yeah.
that year. That was May. That was May graduation, right? May
Yeah, May
2017.
2017. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
proposed to her then, and we had put a 2 year. We had dated our wedding 2 years in the future because we wanted to pay for it ourselves. Well, we had to pay for
Uh,
it ourselves. So
okay.
get 2 years to save up. We'll have the wedding in 2019, and it'll be straight. So, like I said, in the middle of us planning the wedding, we just had to happen to talk about having kids, and boom. So she was 9 months pregnant at our wedding.
damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. So y'all pretty much stuck to the same date. Like y'all ain't push it back or nothing.
no, we didn't move it because it
Wow.
was it was already too much in motion to try to cancel and move stuff around. So it was just like,
Yeah.
we got to do it. So we got married on the 7th. He was born on the 17th.
Damn.
10 days later, she had him.
How does she feel about being married or being pregnant on her wedding day?
It was a, it was a, it was rough.
I'm already knowing. I'm
Yeah,
already
like
knowing.
I just got a flashback of her because it's funny. She woke me up. It was like 3 in the morning, and she was like, she just busted the door open. Jay, I'm pregnant, and I was like, well, how do you feel about it? She was like, what do you mean? How would I feel? But but it was like, I mean, I didn't know what to say. It was 3, 4 in the morning, but I was excited. She was excited, but at the same, all those emotions, like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like I never had a kid before. Like she's the only kid. Like she don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She don't have babies in her family, so it was a lot for her. And she's like, oh, my
Mm.
dress, I'm not fitting my dress. So we had to like
Mm.
buy another dress and stuff. So it was a lot, but
Mm.
it was a blessing. She ended up, loving it and stuff. We gonna do a redo wedding for her. But
Good, good.
Okay.
I think at 10 years we're gonna redo it so she can have a pregnancy free wedding so she can have all the fun she wants.
That's
But yeah,
what's
it
up.
was
Yeah.
yeah. It was a roller
I
coaster, bro.
I could imagine. I could imagine. I think we pushed our wedding back like a whole, or just the date we was getting married. Period, because she was not with being pregnant while she was getting married. Like she wanted
Yeah,
to
I get it.
enjoy that moment. So that's
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I asked. Um, yeah. Jordan, did you have anything, or we can just let Jay continue?
Um, no, you can keep going. No, matter of fact, how was the move from Virginia to Texas?
Yeah. So like I said, thankfully the company took care of the logistics part of it. And so we didn't really have to worry about getting all our stuff together. Like they packed up our house and everything for us. But when we
Damn.
got here, yeah, bro. When we
Did
got
y'all
here,
drive or y'all flew?
we flew.
Okay.
So
Mm.
yeah, we was on the Southwest flight with like 6 suitcases. We was them
Mm.
people.
Mm.
Yeah, because they tell you to bring like pack at least 2 weeks worth of stuff, like just in
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
case. And so lo and behold, when we get here, the house wasn't ready. We had the inspector came through, and they had forgot to take the sewer drain cap off. So like all of this, like nothing was draining out of the house. So they had to dig
Mm.
up the sidewalk to like connect it to the main sewer line, and that took like almost a month.
Damn.
So we was living in a hotel for like a month while we waited for them to finish the house. So thankfully we listened and packed a bunch of stuff because what I'm saying, we got a 1-year-old and a dog living in a hotel room.
Right.
Mm.
So it was a rough start, but I mean once we got everything moved in, the movers came, they unpacked the house and everything, so it was straight after that. But yeah, it was a it was interesting, but new beginnings and stuff. It was all good. And so once we got here, really, we it's funny. Aubrey had mentioned met somebody on Instagram. They was like HBCU queens at the same time, so they had like ended up following each other because they go to those
Mm.
conferences.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so it's funny, they had just moved to Texas as well, so they had met up. So we had friends almost instantly when we got here.
Mm.
That's
So
what's up.
that was pretty dope because they had just randomly message each other. Like they didn't talk before that or anything. He was like, "Oh, hey, I just moved here," and then we got lunch. I ended up meeting her husband. Her husband's cool. I still hang out with him today. My boy Damien, and so
Mm.
boom. So one of our major concerns immediately, we had friends right away because it was like, "Oh, we're not gonna know nobody." Boom, here they came right on time. So it was
Damn.
yeah, it's crazy,
That
bro.
was
When you
that's a blessing.
So how often do you come home to like see your family here?
I love my family dearly, but I come home as little as possible, bro. It's just
Mm.
part of the reason why I left is because I didn't feel like there was anything there for me. So coming back,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like I'm coming back to that
To
same
that feeling.
same feeling. Yeah. So it's hard to even want to come back because like all the unresolved things that that I left behind that I said I was leaving. it's right in your face when you get back. So,
Mm.
but this last year, I think I was up there 3 times in 2024. So came up there for birthday parties and stuff, like my mom's birthday and I think my niece and nephew's birthday. So we come back for like big important events, but other
Mhm.
than that, I just try to focus on my life here and build that up.
Yeah,
It's hard, but
absolutely.
yeah,
I feel like if you go, bro, what's the point of being back and forth unless you got business here? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I think that's what's been so hard for me, especially since now I'm a barber. Like, yeah, I say I want to move, but if I pick up my family and my business is still here, it just doesn't make sense for me right now until I
yeah,
figure
for
out
sure.
like the next thing. But I must say that's commendable to pick up your family, take the risk. The opportunity was there and seizing the moment, not being scared, man. And maybe you might have been scared, but take that leap of faith and
Mhm.
continue to be the man of your family. You know, that's very honorable, bro. Very honorable.
Thank you. It,
Congratulations.
it's absolutely scary, for sure,
Mm-hmm.
So, I
the
bet.
unknown. But one of the things I told myself, especially after college, was like, all right, if you're gonna see an opportunity, if fear is the only thing that's the only negative, the things that you're scared of, then I'm gonna do it, right?
Mm.
So even though it's hard, it's like okay, like weigh out the pros and cons. You got all these pros, and on the cons are just fear points. You should just probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
It's a great
and
point.
so
That's a bar right there, Jay.
that's
Yeah.
kind of
That's
how I
a
try to
bar.
Clip
live.
that.
Yeah,
Clip that one.
Thank you, Jordan. Oh man. Um. So, all right, you picked up your family, you left, you went to you left, you went to Virginia, then you went to Texas. All right, let's pause right there for a second though. Like, how was your upbringing? Did you have your father in your life?
yeah. So I have both parents in the house. My dad works for the correctional. He's a correctional officer at Gander
Mm-hmm.
Hill, and he's
Okay.
been there 36 years. He just retired this year, actually, right in
Mm.
December. So shout out to you, Pop, retiring.
Shout out to
But
pops, man.
Shout out to Pops.
yeah,
Yeah.
so he worked a lot though, like a lot, and so he was there uh, for like sports games and stuff. Like he always did his best to come. He took us to practice, every school function that he could show up to. He was there, and so I'm really blessed to have a father like him. And
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have a dad. Like his father, ran out on them, we'll say. And so he was working off of nothing, basically.
Mm.
So, I think he did an amazing job. I'm really proud of him. I love him a lot. So, thought I'd
Shout
say
out to
that for him.
pops, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, Pop.
Shout out to pops, man. That's a blessing to have. I feel like I had so many like male figures kind of come in and out of my life. The only one that was consistent was my uncle, but that's still like my uncle. So to have like your father there every step of the way, like
Yeah.
man, I can only imagine. Jordan, your
Yeah.
father was there for you for a vast majority of your time, right? Growing up,
I would say, yeah. He
yeah,
had his little
things
issues and shit, yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, he was
yeah,
there.
things
Yeah.
happen. And I feel like even that father, the father who goes through things and still tries and finds his way back to his family. Yes, it may be some traumatic things that the kids have to see, witness, and watch. But if that man is trying, growing
Hmm.
as
Yeah.
an adult, you appreciate it later. You know what I mean? It's so easy to
Yeah.
just walk away.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely
So,
have a different viewpoint on my father now than I did as a kid. And so,
mm,
and even seeing like, because we call it the neighborhood house. So, whenever
okay,
all the kids would gather at our house, sleepovers, all that stuff, my parents ran it. I understand why they did that because they didn't want, us just at some random people's house. But
right,
like, I
right.
appreciate it because a lot of my friends didn't have their dads either. So my dad kind of became the neighborhood dad, so you say. And so I
Mm-hmm.
got to see like be a father to us, but also try to pull in the neighborhood kids and talk to them, give them some good knowledge and stuff too. So yeah,
That's what's up,
pretty dope.
man.
So
Sounds like a great dude, man.
yeah, man, he did a really good job. So I appreciate him for that. And
I
he
used to
probably
hate
had some
niggas
stuff.
with their dads in their life.
Wait.
Time
out.
Wait a minute. Before you go any further, we have a message for you guys.
I need y'all guys to smash that like button,
Hit it.
smash that follow button,
Bam.
smash that subscribe button.
Do it.
Turn them noties on.
I need it.
Why? So just to let people know why this is important.
We really trying to grow this channel, man. We need all of y'all support. Every single viewer from this video, from this episode, smash that like button like Jordan said. It's going to help us grow this channel and reach new heights, reach new audience to help us grow our community like we plan to do with Fatherhood Forward.
Appreciate y'all. Hit that red button.
Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
back to the show.
Yeah, I used to be a mad young boy, man. I used to be so mad.
I get it.
I mean, obviously, I don't feel like that no more. Like, I met my dad later in my life, but after I met him, I understood things. But not having that consistent, your father there does something to a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a young black man or a young black boy for sure.
Absolutely.
Because the mom can do but so much.
You need that
know?
balance.
Mm-hmm.
They balance each other out. The energy, the female male energy, like you need both, and it can't just your mom can't be both at the same time. They could just they do their very best. I commend single mothers for trying and doing it, but you need that male positive figure in life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's interesting. We're all married men here, right?
Yep.
Do you guys think that since or at least for y'all, since y'all seen a 2-parent home for the vast majority of y'all lives, it kind of helps you adapt your approach or shape your approach as to being a family man today?
I just think you should carry it as a family, bro. It's not really much thought to it. You just got to do your best. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They tried our best with us as us being children. So my dad always told me, be 100 times better than me. So that's what I'm striving to do. And I think I'm on the right track for the most part. So
Yeah,
For sure. I think seeing both was definitely advantageous because I can see because me and my wife are different than my mom and dad are, but I can see, yeah.
of course.
So I'd let her do what she's best at, like being like the womanly things, like being soft and stuff. And sometimes, you got to be the disciplinarian. And so we try to balance it with each other, pass off when we need to. Because sometimes she get frustrated and I'm like, all right, let's tag out. Let me come in and be a little bit softer than you are. And vice versa. And so it kind of works like that.
That's good.
Yeah, because
My wife from Brooklyn, so I'm the softer one.
I'm about to say my wife is more the enforcer than I am.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I only step in if I got to.
yeah, that's how it is.
And if
Yeah,
I
you
step
gotta
in,
put that
if
bass-
I step
that
in,
bass
yeah,
like,
it's a problem.
When Daddy raises his voice, it's serious.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Did y'all so we grew up seeing the 2-parent household. So y'all always thought y'all was gonna be married?
I mean, it was a goal.
I did, yeah.
I didn't know I was going to get married as young as I did, as I was, but I imagined around.
Jay,
like
you've been
30.
with Aubrey since y'all was in 5th grade, so.
Oh yeah, you ain't had no
Yeah.
option.
So, yeah, we met in 8th grade.
Nah, really like a
Yeah.
long time.
And
Damn.
so it's funny. I always thought I would be married for sure because that's what I've seen. But like with her, like we never took a break. So it was like even through college and stuff, it was like a foregone conclusion. Like, all right, this is we locked in for good. So, like we made it through college, we made it through DSU, we locked in. So
Damn.
When y'all start dating?
10th grade, so 2010.
Jesus.
Yeah,
15 years.
I'm sorry,
Dang,
Jordan. I
boy.
think I cut you off a little bit. You said you knew you was gonna be married.
No, I knew that I wanted to get married. I just didn't know like
Okay.
I was going to get married as early as I did.
yeah, we got married early too. Yeah, for sure. But
What year? How old was you when y'all got married, Jay?
yeah, it was
25?
like 2019. Yeah, we were 25, I think 24.
24. Yeah. So, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I never thought about getting married. Never. Until it was like me and my wife was creeping up on like year 6, year 7. And then it's like, oh, we about to live together, and that's when it like my grandmother, my mom used to say like, yo, y'all been together for a while now. What y'all doing? And we was just about to move in together, and everybody was telling me like, bro, don't move in with her. Like, you need to live on your own before you go move in with her, because God forbid anything go left, she kick you out or you gotta leave. You ain't gonna know what the hell to do. They told me this, and I still went and moved in with her, and we married today. So
Yeah, you went with your heart,
For
man.
sure.
And that's what
yeah,
matters, bro.
yeah. So it worked out. It worked out that way. All right. Enough about me, Jay. So moving back to you're
Yeah.
in Texas
Yep.
now, right? No, you said your wife had friends or she had associates that turned into now friends. Like, so is that how you pretty much built your new support system? Like, just networking in your new
Yeah,
place?
honestly. And so the the positive about having nobody here is you get to pick all new people that you want to be around you, your kids and stuff. So after
Mm.
we met them, like we met them like as soon as we got here, and then so they met another couple. So we all got together like, hey, it's these new people we met. Let's try them out at a birth. Like we invite them to a birthday party.
Right.
See how
Let's
they
try
are.
them out.
Boom. They kicked it. They vibed. They had the kids. We're like, all right, welcome to the group. Right. Same thing happened a little bit later. It's like, oh, we met these other couple from New Orleans. You know, they about to move out here. You know, we'll try them out. You know, you get to feel them out. So you get to basically hand select all of the people that you want in your circle. And so I think that was like a major advantage that I didn't even think about before we got here, but like getting into it, it's definitely a big advantage. And so now we got about 5 or 6 different families that we kind of hang out with regularly. Like earlier today, we were just at a Chinese New Year celebration. We met this Chinese family through the daycare. Super cool people. They're from New Jersey, and so we instantly hit it off because they from around the way. And so yeah, now we hanging out. We doing
Yeah.
cultural stuff. You know, we have a nice, well-rounded group of people that we hang out with. So it's dope.
Damn.
That's
That's
good,
what's up.
man. So I know it would be probably tough for me to go down there and start from scratch and then just build an entire new village.
It is tough. We've been at it for 5 years now. Yeah, 2020. So this is year 5. And so in the beginning, yeah, we had one friend for like a long time. We had one friend that we hung out with kids, and then it just kind of, as time goes on, it just grows and grows. You put your kids in sports, like we
Right.
put Bryson in soccer. We met a family on the soccer team. You put him in baseball. You meet all these different people, and so you gotta force yourself to get out the house because like during the pandemic,
So
we didn't know nobody because we was in the house, and so
all right.
yeah, you gotta put yourself out there. for sure.
So in the beginning, when y'all first got to Texas, how often did y'all get a break from your kid?
Never.
No, no daycare,
I
nothing.
mean, he didn't start daycare until he was 2, so it was like almost like a year and a half in of us being here before he started daycare. So yeah, he was at home with me. Like I was working from home, and we were just here together kicking it. She's a nurse. She was traveling. She was a travel nurse actually during the pandemic.
Oh
So she
Lord.
was out, in different cities,
Like far or like just city to
just
city
city
in
to city in
Texas?
Texas. So Texas is big enough for travel nurses. It's a 50-mile. You have to be 50 miles from home, and Texas is so big. She just was driving an hour and a half, 2 hours away to a hospital and be
Damn.
50 miles from the crib. So, but like sometimes she would like get a hotel and like stay out there near the like she would like stack her days up so she could just and stuff. But
Yeah.
we finessed it. But really, most of the time he was just here with me until he started daycare. And so, yeah, man.
Was that a challenge for you?
Oh, I mean, thankfully, the workload wasn't that heavy during the pandemic because we just was like keeping the lights on basically. And so, it was tough, but I just took it as an opportunity to like really hone in on my father son time. You know, watch little like videos with him. We watched a lot of Sesame Street and stuff, and coloring all these things. Like I really just spent a lot of time with him, playing with him. When he napped, I napped during my lunch break. I I had naps for
Right.
lunch, but like we just we just worked it out, man. So we was kicking it.
uh Man, so you got, damn. How long? So how long was she doing the travel nurse thing? Is she in a stable situation? I know sometimes the travel nurses make a lot more money than some of the nurses that are in one set
During the
place.
pandemic. Yeah,
You said the pandemic. Oh, she was bringing that paper
it
home.
was.
They was getting
They was
paid,
paying in New
bro.
York. They was paying 6,000 a week,
God
Oh my
Almighty.
god!
6 G's a week.
But you could have
You could have
died
died.
too, right?
So it was dangerous for sure. Like, let's not downplay the danger, but 6 bands a week is crazy.
Right.
Did she ever catch COVID?
No, never caught COVID.
Wow.
By the grace of
Yeah, never
God.
caught it. It's funny they act like COVID didn't exist out here for real. Like we went from
In
in Texas, it
Texas,
was
right?
crazy, bro. When we moved, we was in Virginia. They had lines on the grocery store floor, like you can only go down certain aisles at certain times. We had masks on, bro. We came out here. I ain't see a mask, no COVID
Mm.
signs, no grocery store sign, nothing, bro. It was like regular life out
Mm.
here, and it was like, did we move to a different planet? Like, what's going on? But nobody out here was like
Mm.
getting sick like that because we live far away from the city. We're like 50 miles out from Dallas, so it's not a lot of
Mm.
close quarters contact out here. So I guess it wasn't spreading like that, but like, bro, it was madness, bro. It was like a shell shock. We got people on the corner standing with rifles saying, don't get the you know what." It was
Mm.
it was crazy, bro.
Damn.
Yo, they said they want to make Texas like their own country or
Yeah,
something, right?
Texas would love.
Or an independent
Yeah, they
state
want
or
to
something like
secede.
that. Like, what is it?
They want to secede from the United States.
Secede, right? Like some old 1800 shit. That ain't that why like the Civil War happened or
Yeah,
something?
something like that. The Alamo out here, and then yeah, that's the civil. No, that was the Revolutionary War, I think, where they separated from England.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. When the North was the okay. Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean it's not too crazy. I went to Atlanta in May and it was like nothing. In the clubs,
yeah.
sections,
Mm-mm.
bottles, active. it was something about the South. Once you get past like the Carolinas,
It's different.
it's a whole different type of energy. I feel like I don't
Damn.
It's
know.
so
I don't know.
they don't like people telling them what to do,
Mm.
and they just rock out, bro. However they feel, they gonna let you know, and they gonna do what they want to do. It's
Mm.
just it's, it's just like that.
Okay, so you mentioned your son, right? So how obviously, you had your son is your
Yeah.
oldest, firstborn. You got to spend a great amount of time with him. How is the father son dynamic, and then we can get into your dynamic with your
Yeah.
daughter.
Okay. So I think it's great. That's like my little twin for real. And so it's it's funny. Like you can tell he wants to be like just like me in certain things. And
Mm-hmm.
then
Mhm.
on the on the flip side is he think he know everything. And so it's fun. He'll like copy what I do, but if I try to tell him or like guide him on how to do it, he don't like that. So
Mm.
it's it's weird. It's hard to just kind of be hands off and let him struggle sometimes. But it's like he don't want me to do it for him, and he don't want help, and he's stubborn like
Right.
me. So, but yeah,
So
he's
how old
5,
is he now?
so he think he know everything.
5.
He's reading and
Yeah, my
writing
son the same
coloring
age.
and doing whatever he wants to do. He thinks.
Jordan Price like that?
I wouldn't say he think he knows everything, but he definitely got a mouth on him now.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
You have to put him in check a little bit.
Yeah. Like, nigga, who you
Mm.
talking to, dog? You better act like you know something.
Yeah, he think it's funny too. It's like, bro, like you gotta relax. Like,
Oh.
like I know we cool, but like certain things you got.
Hmm.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
still your
like I'm your
dad.
father, so chill out. He's like, I know.
Yo, hearing you say that, and the way your face shifted, I'm like, yo, we really dads.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
Hmm.
this,
It's crazy.
yo, because I know both of y'all for a good amount of time. So just to see how things have happened is like, yo, it's like a blink of an eye. The time go by, and it's like raising our children. Like now, since we have children, it's like it move faster.
Nah, for
Yeah,
real, bro.
it's like things that happen overnight, bro. Like he about to start
Man.
kindergarten. Like that's wild to me.
Did he just turn
Mm.
He
5?
turned 5 in September, so he missed the school cutoff.
Oh, he missed the
Yeah,
date. Okay.
so
Okay.
he's in pre-K now.
Mm.
But he's so smart, bro. It's like he
Mm.
don't. He really should be going to first grade next year. Like if it wasn't for his birthday, like he would be good doing first grade stuff. It's like he's reading and stuff.
I thought you
Is there a way
you
you can get
can't
him
push
tested?
you can't
Yeah.
You
push
can.
yeah, like you can't.
So we're gonna try and test him out. It's with boys is different though because they always talk about boys' maturity level. So we got to see how he's gonna act going from being with 4 and 5 year olds, 4 and fresh 5s to 6, 7 year olds that been in public school already. And so
Right.
that
Mm.
transition is the only thing that we kind of worried about. And I know I said
Yeah.
earlier, don't do stuff if you're scared, like out of fear. But like he's his own human. So it's like, how do I make that decision for him? That's the
For
tough
him,
part.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but he's definitely smarter, bro. So
Mm.
it's just that one thing. So we'll see. We got some time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was gonna say my son just turned 6, and as far as school goes, he loves it. So, I mean, I would say just give it a try, man.
Give it a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
You think it would be harder for him to test up going from like, yeah, he probably wouldn't go from first grade to third or to second. Like, you think he should have like a year?
I think he
in
should.
that
I
kind
think
of
he should
school
go
setting.
to the kindergarten first for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
yeah,
so he can get his feet wet and then get him tested. You feel me?
Because is it a large difference between first grade and second grade for
Curriculum wise, I have no idea. But like,
yeah, I don't know neither.
That's a good question. I don't know what they do, but
shit always changes. And you in the South, man, they taking Martin Luther King Day and
man, that
that's another conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Juneteenth.
Let's stay.
All kind of shit.
That's crazy. But
no historical textbooks.
I think just an anecdote on that. That just further emphasizes the importance of you teaching your kids what you want them to know. We can't rely on somebody else to give our kids the important stuff, right? Today, school is to prepare you to be a functioning member of the United States, right? And so it's up to us to fill in the blanks. So they can take whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? You just have to supplement at home. You can't just, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. You're dropping bars now, Jay. You're dropping bars now. I'm going to clip that. All right. So, but what about your princess? How old's your daughter?
She will be 2 in May. And, bro, she is so spicy, bro. It's crazy. She is so spicy.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm worried, man. Because, like, it's something about the second kid, right? Because they come in, Bryson has been established for a while. And so they come in and they got to try to make their mark. And she's definitely putting her mark on stuff. Slapping him around. Like, bro, the other day, they playing with Legos. She take the Legos from him, right? And he's all soft and like he's a great big brother. So he's like, oh no, Tootie, give it back. And, he gently took it back from her. Bro, she straight up cold cocky. Boom. Across the head. It's like,
oh my God.
Like, why you like that?
Oh no.
So that's her in a nutshell, bro. And if she don't get what she want, she gonna wreak some havoc. And so it's crazy. And people see her like, oh, she's so cute and she's so sweet. And it's like, okay. She's sweet too. Yeah.
Wait till you see.
We be going through
it. Do you think, do either of the kids favor to each one of y'all more than another? Because I feel like I don't give my son the babying. Like earlier today, he was in here whining and crying. I said, yo, if you don't put him down, man. But my daughter,
say, let that have been your daughter, though.
It's definitely different.
She got me.
Yeah, no, I definitely. It's crazy because it's like 3 years of difference, and so certain things that she does, he can't do. Like if she falls out on the floor crying or whining, yeah, I'm gonna pick her up and hold her,
regular,
love her, and cuddle her. If he do that stuff, it's get your black butt up off the ground. Like what are you doing? Like,
right.
So, yeah, it's definitely different. I try to be soft with him as much as I can, but it's just tough. Like I gotta prepare him. Like that's the thing that kind of keeps bugging me in the back of my head. Is like I gotta prepare him for outside, right? Because nobody out there is gonna treat him like I do, and I don't want him to think that. I want him to know that not everybody is like mean or bad or out to get him, but like at the same time, like you gotta be prepared. Just
right.
And so, yeah, So I'm a little tough on him at times, but yeah, my baby, she can do whatever she wants, and I'm coming to run. I'm running.
That's
Man, I be
crazy
trying
that
to
you say
tell
that,
Corey and Jordan.
because my son just got into a fight at school like last week.
Word.
Huh? Price?
Yeah, man. So he
What?
has
Whoa,
he
whoa.
said
Take a
Yeah.
break. Go ahead.
he said this little boy was messing with him, right? Yeah, at first he was talking about his hair. You know, you seen Price hair, his hair long. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that was one day. And then he says another day, the boy decides to hit him in gym class, right? And he said he told the teacher, but the teacher didn't do nothing. So when he came home and told us this, I'm like, well, you know what you gotta do now, right? You can't let him bully you, gang. You can't, 'cause if you let
You
this
told
go
the
on,
teacher.
if you let that's all you could do. But now at this point,
Mm.
you gotta go in his mouth now. That's all I. And then I told him, yo, you gotta handle your business. He came home the next day. Dad, I did that. Boy, ain't mess with him no
Right.
more. That's all it
Yeah.
is, man.
You got to draw that line.
Mm.
And you know, and so for like, I'm worried about that too because Bryson, he's so nice and gentle, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like, son,
Yeah.
you can be nice and friendly and gentle, but like you gotta have that line for yourself where you're like, enough is
Mm-hmm.
enough.
Mm.
You tell the teacher they don't do nothing, hey, handle it, and
Right.
we'll
Mm-hmm.
take the heat.
But
It's
but
tough.
but Jay, you in a different place, bro. Like I don't know. We in Delaware where things are familiar and common to us. If Jordan had to get in a run-in with potentially said dude's father or mother, the interaction could be different than somebody in Texas. Like you
Yeah.
understand where I'm going with this? Like,
So
God forbid you go to your son's aid and that other parent comes and then he pulls the strap out on you and your kid.
see,
How, like,
the thing about Texas,
God forbid, of
everybody got a
course.
strap. Everybody's strapped up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
if you're gonna pull out a gun, you have to, in the back of your mind, you already have to think that he also has a gun. So that's not like that's never really
Right.
like the first thing people. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I got one of those too. What's up? And so,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully, we live in a more progressive area. I'll say so. People aren't as
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Okay.
crap. It's the people in Texas in general are not as violent or quick to jump to conclusions like that. The South has like the
Mm-hmm.
reputation. The people are generally nice, and so
Mm-hmm.
I would expect that we would talk it out as men first.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm ready for whatever. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
these my kids, and I can't let you make me look like a fool in front of my son. So
Right. Right.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
God
Yeah,
forbid,
God
of
forbid.
course. It, and that was for maybe because it's a lot of people. Like I got friends in Texas now. And I got multiple friends that live in Texas, and that's one thing I think about knowing that my friends are down there, and everybody that I know down there, like you said, they definitely are got artillery for sure. And it kind of probably comes with the location. Like you'd be kind of a fool not to. But when you think about certain things that go on in our world and how just easy it is for everybody to have access today, I always just think and pray for my people in that regard because the same thing can happen
Yeah,
here. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Whether it be a run in with somebody on the street or the schools or you know what I
you
mean,
never
like
know.
anything like that. So you never really know. Like you
And
never
so
really
yeah,
know.
even if somebody was to approach me aggressively, I would try to diffuse them because like I
Mm.
said, that's the first thing. Like we don't have to beef or fight. Like we grown ups. Like we adults. So we talk
Right.
stuff.
Right.
So
Right. Right. Yeah.
that's always going to be the first approach for sure.
Good, and you a mild mannered dude, so I could imagine you taking that route, and which we all will for that matter, because we got to go
Families,
home
yeah,
to our families.
Absolutely.
So if that was to happen in front of your child, you're setting a very very good example. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Maybe he may not be old enough to pick it up right now, but he will understand like, oh, this dude did this. My dad reacted this way. I wonder why. And he's going to remember like stuff like that can be traumatic for kids or not, depending on how it goes. Um, so that's really good. That you said that, because with you being where you're at geographically, like you're probably one of the main examples for your children, at least, masculine energy in your family, right? In
yeah.
their family.
Hmm.
So, being that example, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot because, like I said, they don't have like uncles or like grandparents and stuff aren't around. So it's like I have to be upstanding all the time, like for them. I have to show that like
Mm-hmm.
everything I do in front of them has to be, the example, the idea, because that's all they're gonna get for the most part. And so it's definitely it's tough sometimes because like I want to like I'm a human, right? I have emotions. I want to be upset. I want to do like
Hmm.
you got to kind of take a second and think like how this gonna not only affect me, how this gonna affect them, how they're gonna what are they gonna get out of this situation? And so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's hard. Like even what I'm saying I'm not perfect, and so but again at the end of the day, I'm happy with the example that I'm providing them. I'm trying to be like my father was, or better than my father, like I say. And so, if I can go to bed at night knowing that I'm trying my best, then
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is.
Sitting here
That's
talking to
what's
you,
up.
man, I could tell that you have a lot of patience.
I
Yeah,
all of my patience goes to the kids. Like for adults,
I could
I don't
tell.
I don't get mad at people. I just don't talk to people. Like if you doing something that bothers me, or if I'm not vibing with you, I just won't talk to you. Like and so like all of my patience goes to kids. I ignore a lot of stuff just for my own sake because
Mm.
Hmm.
like I think a lot. I'm a big thinker and I'll make a million scenarios in my head. So it's like don't even don't even put yourself through that. If somebody doing some dumb stuff, I just leave or way.
Right.
So
Hmm.
I kind of always been like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Jahi, no, yeah, yeah,
Damn. Okay.
Sound a lot like me.
I definitely know. I definitely for sure. I would say y'all pretty much seem to have a good amount of common just be by me knowing what I know about both of y'all. Like definitely even kill kind of guys. Ain't nobody too many people. I've never seen neither of y'all like mad for real. That's the crazy part.
Mm-mm.
nah. I try not to get mad.
Never.
I don't really go there that often. So it's just
Yeah,
it
It
me.
does
kind of
hurt.
hurt.
Yeah,
You hurt
It's
yourself, you hurt other people. It's
I'm
just
about to say I don't like to go there, man.
and there often it
yeah,
just
bad
gets
place.
it's just uncontrollable to a point. So it's like don't even
Mm.
Hmm.
don't even let yourself get there as much as you
Mm.
can.
All right, so we yes, fathers, please, if you're dealing with any stress, frustration, take a moment to walk away, gather your
Absolutely.
thoughts. Don't walk away from your family. Go out, get some
Yeah,
fresh air, come back, rejuvenate yourself. Hopefully, you have a woman in your life to help keep you level headed. If you're doing this alone, make sure you have that village to lean on, because we all need the village to lean on.
Hmm.
absolutely.
Um, Jay, we can't. This can't go without being said, and we've been going, so we ain't gonna hold too much of your time. But I do want you to let or share with us, like, bro, you move your family from Virginia to Texas, or from Delaware to Virginia to Texas, and y'all continue to grow, but the leisure isn't afforded to you guys to just go places unless you have a sustainable foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing in your career, your life? And obviously, like you said, Aubrey's a travel nurse, so y'all have a team
Yeah.
dynamic. Um, for the fathers out there, can you let them know like how important it is to be a contributor to providing for your family, and beyond financial means too. This doesn't mean finances is the cornerstone, but I'm pretty sure it adds a
Yeah,
lot of value.
finances are important for sure. Uh, you know, this is the world we live in. We live in a capitalist society. You survive. So
Mm,
uh, I work in IT right now. I also have a business where I'm a watch trader. So I do luxury watches. You can follow me on IG, AJ.
mm,
That's my handle. And I also have a sports book.
mm-hmm,
So uh, in general, you should definitely find something like if you have a 9 to 5, find something that you're passionate about and try to
Mm-hmm.
turn it into a business, I would say. And it doesn't have to be anything
mm,
crazy. People are making money making videos on TikTok and stuff. Like you could just talk about anything. You like cooking, start recording yourself cooking. You know what I'm saying? And see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Any hobby or something that you have that you love, try it out. Just do it and do it to the max. Like I said, I like watches and cars and stuff, so I became a watch trader. I get to hang out with people that have nice watches, nice cars. I get to network. That's how I met the guy who owns the sports book. We trade watches together. I hit him up, and we got lunch together. So we talking about watches at lunch. He was like, "Oh yeah, I own a sports book." And I said, "Oh really?" And so that's how you network
mm.
and get opportunities for yourself just by reaching out, following your passions and stuff. So that's what I like to say.
Hmm.
Sounds like you got a nice plan going on for yourself, man. When did you realize that you had a passion for watches?
So I always like my dad. I'll go back to my dad. My dad used to get like the watch magazines and stuff sent to the house, and so I would always,
Mm-hmm.
as a kid, be flipping through, looking at this stuff. It didn't really come into play in my life until the pandemic when I was at home just online looking at stuff, and I found this course about watch trading, and so really I went. I took some money and I bought my first watch in 2021. I think like
Mm-hmm.
right after I moved out here, and it was a Breitling actually. And so
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm.
I had it in my hand, like when I went to go pick it up and I like touched it, it just gave me like it's almost like butterflies, like that excited feeling you get when you get something.
Mm-hmm.
It touched me right there. I said,
Right.
"Oh, like I gotta keep doing this. Like this, like I love that feeling whenever I get a new watch in my hand and I can just hold it and
Mm-hmm.
it just it's like euphoric." So that's kind of when I decided, like, all right, this is I'm gonna do this on the side for sure, and it doesn't take up a lot of time from my 9 to 5 because I'm doing it online, so I can do it at work
Right.
during breaks, just checking Facebook, checking Instagram, eBay. Chrono 24 is another like watch website. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
it's just one of my passions. Like it just speaks to me, and so I'm running with it.
I respect that,
Mm.
man.
That's what's up.
I can
That's what's up.
imagine you have a nice collection.
It's
You mind sharing what's your favorite watch in the collection?
it's funny. So I've had a Rolex, I've had a Audemars Piguet, like all the stuff you hear in like rap songs. But
Mm-hmm.
my favorite watch is actually just this Cartier. Like it's not this one I have on, but it's called a Santos. It's kind of like a dress watch.
The classic Santos.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that
Yeah.
thing is so comfortable. It's so light on the wrist. You can wear it with anything. It
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
it's so versatile. Like I really, really love that watch. Like I would buy a million of those.
Mm. What color is your joint? You just got the regular. You got
Yeah,
the
so this
silver, the
is
gold
stainless
joint.
steel with the blue dial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they come in
Mm-hmm.
gold and stuff. Gold watches are a little. The
Nah, the
Santos, yeah, it comes
Santos.
in. I like the white dial one. It comes in the stainless steel. Yeah,
Okay. Mm.
classic drink.
Mm. Yeah, man. When I get some more, when I get my money up, I'm gonna come holla
Come see
at you,
me,
man.
dog.
Nah, for real.
My money ain't low. My money ain't low. But so let's be. So I've heard some Rolexes have outperformed the stock market. Is
That
that
is true.
true?
So it's funny.
Mm.
Rolexes are it's the most popular luxury watch brand, right? You may not be into watches, but you
Mm-hmm.
know what a Rolex is, and so
For
they have
sure.
certain models that are. I mean, they have the ones that everybody has, like just a regular stainless steel, Submariner, the one that everybody knows. But then they have stuff
Mm.
that they call it off
Mm-hmm.
catalog watches, where like you got to be a
Mm-hmm.
real customer, like mad purchase history, to even be offered something from the menu. And so those are the type of watches that
Mm.
are investment pieces. They'll say they outpace the stock market.
Right.
Rare, they're hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
Like not everybody can get it. And when you get into the luxury
Mm-hmm.
space, the key to the luxury game is having something that somebody else doesn't to make yourself out. Because once you get to
Mm-hmm.
a certain
Mm-hmm.
level and you're not worried about like surviving, basically, like we were, you have other things like, oh, I don't have to worry about my mortgage or my stuff. Like everybody has a house, a car, a boat, but nobody has this one of 50 Rolex. So that
Mm.
kind of stuff, it's a completely different world, bro. Like I could go on and on about it, but it's like just being around these type of people. They think different, they talk different. It's just it's just crazy. Even now, like yesterday, I went to lunch with them, and it's a guys like Ferraris, Lambos, and like these are just a regular cars.
Mm.
Like we had
Mm.
posters of these joints on our bedroom wall as young bulls, and they
Right.
driving them to lunch, kicking it, chilling.
Mm.
And you in that space for a reason. So it's like, yeah, shit. Don't be no snob, man. I know you got the Porsche, bro. What's that? The
I
Cayenne, bro. Don't do that, Jay.
I do
Don't
got a
do that,
Porsche.
bro.
I do got a Porsche, the Con,
Uh,
but
that's right.
but
That's right.
but okay for me, right?
I put him on the spot, Joe. It's cool, Jay. You in Texas. You ain't got to worry about no
Nah, I'm good.
Wi-Fi.
But for me, I didn't have a picture of a Porsche Macan on my wall as a kid. I had a Lamb. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's nice. I
Okay.
really
Okay.
enjoy it. I'm grateful that I'm in the position to drive that joint. But I want a Lambo, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need
Need
the
that
Lambo, bro.
lamb. Need that
They
lamb.
driving these joints like, and it's
That's what's
different.
up.
Like, cause I can see it and touch it and ride in it. Like it's right. And
Mm.
so I
Right
Yeah,
gotta
you
there.
get
right
one.
there. You close to it,
I'm
man.
close. So I can
You
smell it,
close to it.
taste it.
Yeah. 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 That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, before we go, and we don't have to go. If you want to share anything, you can share. You can share what you like. But since we were talking about what you do now, uh, the sports book has to be mentioned because you just threw that in
Yeah.
there. Are you a gambler or you just?
Me personally, no. But
Mm,
I mean,
okay.
I can help facilitate you your gambling habits. So
Mm,
I think that's an advantage for me as not being a gambler. Is like because you coming directly to me, like you're not on FanDuel app just blowing your bread. Like you got to come to me first, so I can be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? These 10 leggers ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So you like a consultant? You really like a consultant for like through the booking
Yeah.
service?
So yeah, the sports book. I'm an
Okay.
agent. Yeah. So you
Okay.
come to me, you need help
Okay.
putting in the ticket or something. They have a website. I'll shoot you the link, and so you can
Mm.
do everything
Mm.
on there. Parlays. They got horse races. They got a whole online casino, and so you can do whatever you
Mm.
want. But if you want to do like parlays and stuff, hit me up. I can help you get tickets in, help you understand the odds and stuff, and make well informed gambling decisions.
I might say, do you get the inside bets?
No.
The high likely Jones?
No, I don't. I don't cheat. Nah, that's crazy.
Even if he did, I would hope he wouldn't say
Yeah,
that
nah,
on here.
nah.
Nigga, tell me when we get off. I need a line for this Super Bowl.
Yeah,
But
I think
yeah,
this is my
I just
opinion.
what?
I think the Chiefs is gonna win. I just don't know. Oh,
Whoa, wait. Well, keep in mind this episode is going to air after the Super Bowl. So are you for sure locking it in?
that is my educated guess. Chiefs get the 3. Yeah,
Okay.
I would love for Saquon Barkley to finish this career year with a Super Bowl as like the ultimate, you know, you
on
Like
his birthday.
yeah,
cap off.
on his birthday. Like that
Yeah.
would be the perfect story. But
Mm. Not
that boy
against
Patty
Pat.
is different, man.
No.
It's wild, man. So
And oh my god, and you in Texas, Jay. So I know them people down there is having a riff the Eagles is in the Super Bowl, bro. Or I don't know, they might not be that upset, but I know they upset that the Cowboys
they
underperformed.
these people are delusional out here.
Uh,
You thought Eagles fans were bad, bro. They not as like rambunctious, but they are equal. And
mm-hmm.
so every year they
Mm-hmm.
out this year, but they still, they still wearing their Cowboys gear, still talking about, oh, next year we gonna do this and that. And it's like, bro, this year not even over yet. Like y'all,
Yeah, they on
yeah.
next year already, huh?
But I mean, I love the
Are you a
optimism.
Cowboys fan?
I am not a Cowboys fan. I'm a Saints fan.
Okay.
Mm. I was about to say I thought you was a Falcons
That's
fan.
Wood,
That's
yeah.
Wood. Oh, you a Saints
Me
fan?
and Wood are a
Okay.
division.
My yeah. Shout out to Wood, man. I mean, I probably would still know you if I didn't meet Wood in college, but I think Wood was the bridge between
Absolutely.
you and me. So shout out to Wood. Yo, Jordan, you met Deem, right?
No.
No, not Jordan. I'm sorry. Jayvaun, you
Yeah, I know
met
Dean.
Deem, right?
He used to live in my neighborhood. Well, his parents still there, I think. Yeah.
Really? If you could say one thing about our brother Dean, what would you say?
Dean, I'll never forget, bro. In Jenkins, freshman year. I don't even remember what I was saying to him, but he just cut me off. And excuse my French, but he was like, yo, stop bitching, dog. And bro, that's gonna forever stick with me, bro. Because whenever I'm like in my head, like complaining about stuff, I'm here and be like, stop bitching, dog. And it's like, you right, bro.
Right.
It's like bro, he was on it, bro. He didn't care what nobody thought. Yeah, shout out to Dean, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dean, man, for sure. Man, I just had to ask you that because everybody who known him had a story for him. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you got to have one with him. But Jordan, you got anything you got to add? You want to add?
Yeah, I just noticed your last name is Young, and mine's is too.
Yeah, we might be cousins.
Facts.
We might be cousins, man.
That's a fact. Check, y'all can definitely check that out. Jay, before we jump off, shout out your personal, your businesses, whatever you want the people to know.
Check me out on Instagram, Cartier J. Follow me on Facebook. I'm Jayvaun Young. I'm verified on there. Watch page Illuminated Luxury on Instagram and Facebook. If you need a luxury watch from 1,000 to 50,000, whatever you into, I can get you into something nice. And yeah, if you want to throw some parlays in, I'm gonna give them a link so I can send it out to y'all, whoever's interested, or you can just hit me up directly, and we can get you some smart sports bets put in.
That's what's up, man. We about to have to check y'all out about that sponsorship.
For sure.
All right. This is installment 2 of Fatherhood for Dad
Dad
Stories. Thank you,
stories.
Jayvaun, for being a part. Thank you, Jordan, obviously, brother man. And we out.
Appreciate you, man.